Hey YouTube, what's going on? Today we're going to take a look at something really cool. That custom Scorpion figure. The Dio will come later. Let's check it out.
Behold, my stuff.
Alright, today we're looking at this 1/10 scale Scorpion MK95. We'll call him an action figure. He does some action. So, I've always wanted one of these, and I've gone through a series of attempts to try to make them over the years. Never really successful. This is the first time I've ever considered a successful piece. So, obviously, the back tabard is flexible, and the rest of it is solid resin. The entire torso is a custom 3D print from somebody named Felipe, who helped me out. The gauntlets, the bird hand, and the head are all 3D modeled and printed in resin print. The head sculpt, and I believe all of the sculpts were done by somebody called the 3D Marine, if I'm not mistaken. But I picked up some of these parts from Felipe, and I really wanted to see if I could make a figure. So the lower body is a Witcher V1. And this entire innards was hollow to a degree, so I drilled up in and I put the Witcher's inner body dremeled down and cut down severely inside so the shoulders had something to connect to. So it's Witcher's arms, and it's Witcher's legs and diaper. And the neck, I'm not sure what the neck was. It might have been the Witcher neck also. I had a couple of necks hanging around. I may have cut one off. But I painted the guy up, and I always liked Chris Casamassa's Scorpion in the 1995 film.
Get over here!
And I really wanted a figure. And I was going to make it 1/12 because I figured there's a lot more parts and a lot easier to make the 95 people at 1/12. But then McFarlane announced they're doing a series of Kombat classics. And that's when I knew I had to make it the same scale. So he's a little bulky. I think I might use a NECA foot soldier and thin him out a little bit. I don't love that the tunic is pure resin. It cuts down on some of... It cuts down on some of my posability. Doing this with one hand is a pain in my butt. He's got double jointed knees, which is good. The head is fully mobile on the joint that I did. You know, the arms all move and everything. So you can make some pretty cool poses. I still have some rubbing on the neck that I got to resolve. I can pick the hand up a little bit. Kind of give it that look. You can see he's setting Jean-Claude Van Damme on fire over here in Goro's lair. I'm going to do a whole thing on Goro's lair when I'm done with it. I made a stand so that he could stand in Goro's lair. The whole thing about the rear piece here was that I couldn't get the thin 3D print over Witcher's big butt. Which led me to my next attempt of projects, which is I am attempting to cast just the tunic in flexible resin, and I feel that I've come to a place where I can do that. It's just going to require a little bit more work and effort. But yeah, the figure is absolutely phenomenal. I am really happy with it. Stand up, you weirdo. It really has Casamassa's look. As you can see, the mask is pretty close. Not too bad a job on the mask at all. The balaclava is not correct. It's got some weird geometry on it. I'm not really sure, but it's passable. The claw hand is really good. The spikes don't really come out when you 3D print to that level. The gauntlets have the right look. They just don't have embossing or anything like that. But they have all the right lines. The hands, that hand, I believe that was a Superman Kingdom Come hand cut and put over another joint like a Masters of the Universe joint. I believe that's a Masters of the Universe hand, Masterverse line. And I really do feel it captures the movie feel. All the textures on the legs and everything really do add to the feel and look of it. We are going to do Sub-Zero and Reptile at some point. But like I said, I think I'm going to give Foot Soldiers a shot. Something that a friend of mine's son pointed out the other day. I was like, you know what? That could work. Jean-Claude over here, obviously since he was the model for Johnny Cage and he's got a great oh crap face, I decided to set him on fire for the fatality and just sort of have a nice display in Goro's lair. There's still a lot to do with this. I've got to put some sides in that are reflective to make it look bigger. The eyes in the background are stationary right now, but those are going to be light-based, and a couple more skulls and things and like that. But for the most part, this is where I'm going to shoot all of my MK Classics when they come in, and they're quick to come. So really, really happy with our Chris Casamassa 1995 Scorpion custom figure at 1/10 scale, 7-inch scale. I am very excited to continue making these and continue working on these, and hopefully I will be able to come up with something pretty cool the next time I do a video on this. So thanks for checking this out, and keep eyes on this channel for some other cool things coming up.